do book reviews actually. We'll do books and manga. Books and manga reviews. Alright. So, we have books and manga reviews, alright? I plan on doing just that. I'm planning on reviewing books and I'm planning on reviewing manga. I frequent Barnes and Nobles a lot during my time off at work, and I love to buy things, especially if I don't immediately use them. That's why I have a ton of gaming backlog, and I also have a massive book and manga backlog of stuff I want to read. So, quickly getting to that, let's change the music. It's a little more calmer. Books and manga. Let me tell you about the books I plan on reading very soon. I'm not going to show you my entire library. I might show you during my room tour, but not anytime soon. Let me show you the books I plan on reading very, very shortly. Everything else over here is just kind of collecting, and I'll tell you why I'm collecting them and what I plan on doing with what I already collected so far. And while you're doing my book shelf tour, I'll show you guys basically the actual collection. You guys can see it from all the way over there. So with that, next I'll show off the next couple books I plan on reading, which include basically all four of these. These are the books I want to read very soon. And then the last few books I want to read and review are in my little container case right here. Let's see what we got. High key, I can show you this collection because it's easy for me to access. Not like the one in the back, which are purely decorations and hard for me to grab and pull out where they belong. So I'll show you these books. They're a little covered in dust because they haven't been interacted with in a long time. But regardless, I can show you. I don't think I'll put it on my bed though. Alright. Cool. And I'll organize all that later. Just a second. Let's go full screen so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. Alright. So, after watching me climb on top of my bed like a psychopath, let me show you guys what I plan on reviewing first. The first book I plan on reviewing is The Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. I've heard nothing but amazing shit from this book, and it's a complete series, all in one book, and I think it's illustrated as well. And I plan on reviewing this like crazy. I plan on reading this, reading it again, and probably annotating my favorite scenes, dialogue bits, maybe theories, and kind of like points that I want to bring up in a review, and then I want to read it a third time just so I can remember what I want to talk about, because I'm going to write it all down on a Word document as well. And then I'm going to break this shit down, explain it like in an hour-long YouTube video, and like the Earth Sea explained, okay, bro? Now, I know a noob like me isn't just going to be able to do it by myself, but I'm going to try anyways, okay? I'm very excited to do it. I have the bookmarks, I have the little post-it tabs so I can pin my favorite parts of each whatever chapter, and yeah, this is gonna be the first book I plan on reading because, ladies and gentlemen, a great author once said, while probably under a ton of drugs, because it was Stephen King, a good writer can't be a good writer if he doesn't read. Alright, so I'm gonna take that advice, even though he literally writes about a lot of fucked up shit while on a lot of fucked up shit. So I'll take his advice, because I'm also a writer, which I'll break into in the next main section. And I'm gonna read. This is gonna be the first book I read. I plan on reading very soon. I got bookmarks from Barnes & Noble today. They're all very pretty. And I got the sticky note tabs from Staples. So I'm gonna read this, and then here's the thing. I don't know if I want to read it and then record my reactions to it, or if I want to read it and just read it to enjoy it first. You know what I'm talking about? Not for the content, but just to enjoy it first. I think I want to read it for enjoy it first, and then reread it and be like, I forgot that this happened or some shit like that, right? And then while doing that, I annotate it, and then after that, read it a third time, just be like, all right, so what was this book about and shit, right? And then I want to do like a really big kind of talk about video with this shit, because I'm very excited to read it. I heard nothing but good shit about this. Ursula K. Le Guin is one of the goats of fantasy, so I'm very excited to read it. I bought this when I was traveling. I bought it in Astoria? No, I bought it in Stevenson, Washington. Beautiful little hamlet on the Columbia Snake River. Beautiful mountain views right on the river. Beautiful, clean air. Parasailing while on the boat. Everything. It was beautiful there. I bought it in a small little bookshop, and there was this big chonker. Can't wait to read this, alright? So yeah, I plan on doing a crazy review on this book, alright? Because I mentioned before plenty of times I'm a writer on the channel, but I haven't really broken it down and introduced it to the channel yet. And I'm going to do it in the next section, but first I gotta go through these other books that I want to show you guys. From the back that I literally just pulled all this from, I said I want to do manga reviews, right? So I know it's not manga, because it's not from Japan, but I do plan on buying more manga. And plus, this guy has been on YouTube for a long time, showing how to do manga, promoting his books, and all that stuff. And his white manga, Odunzo Ogogwo, if I said that right correctly, is his Apple Black series. I have the first 3 volumes. I think there are 2 more after this, but I want to read this and get my honest thoughts and opinions about it, because a lot of people say it's good, but a lot of people say it's not so good. So I want to read it, get my own thoughts and opinions about it, and hopefully I get the next 2 volumes. I bought it, honestly, because I want to support him, because I've been watching for a long time, but also, look, is it good though? You know what I'm talking about? So, very excited to read this. I got this from Barnes & Noble as well, so shout out to him, okay? His art is sick. You can't say his art's not good. I just need to read his book to see if it's actually good. And like I said, gonna do manga reviews, and it's not a manga because it was made in Japan. I have more manga, bro. Relax. Before I get into manga though, I want to talk about more books that I want to read and review. I have this beautiful Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I read this book back in high school, and it's one of the only books that stuck with me, bro, through high school. This is one of my favorite books of all time, and it's fucking gorgeous, first of all. The pages are silver. The pages are silver, and I plan on reading this again very soon, because this is one of my favorite books I've ever read as a young teen, and I plan on reviewing it as well. So, Great Expectations. The next kind of book or author I want to get into is Brando Sando. I have Mistborn, and I know he has a ton of books that I might not be able to have all up in my room, but I do want to give him a shot. I have Mistborn right here. It's the first of his series, and I know he has a ton of other books and stuff, but I figured I'd tell you about Brando Sando. If you know him, you know him, and I definitely want to give it a shot, okay? Not much to say there, because if you don't already know who he is, then it doesn't matter. But if you do know who he is, then you know he exists. He's obviously massive. Another book I got while traveling is called The Everstein Chronicles. It's a smaller book, but I bought it while traveling, and I'm excited to read it. Okay, I'll give this a review. It's book one. Hopefully, I can find the other books. I don't remember where what did I do? I got this in Astoria in a bookshelf, the same place I got another book I'm going to show you, in a bookstore in Astoria, Oregon. And I want to review this and hopefully find the rest of the series. Okay. The last book that I want to read very soon and probably review before pulling out my entire fucking shit is H.P. Lovecraft's entire fiction. I don't know if it has everything, but I think it does. It has the Call of Cthulhu in it, which is the most important one, right? So I have H.P. Lovecraft. The pages are also silver. I want to read these because I love H.P. Lovecraft and I love his ideas and mythology and stuff. I know he's a crazy person, but I still want to read this and review it and give my honest thoughts and opinions about it. So H.P. Lovecraft as well. So real quick, before I show you my collection, because I do have a collection I could show you that's not going to take me a year to pull in and out. Real quick, The Wizard of Earthsea. Oh, let me go capture mode. Almost forgot. Wizard of Earthsea by Ursula K. Le Guin. Okay, it's not 2 words. It is 2 words, but it's not 1 word. Ursula K. Le Guin. That is gonna be my massive review. I'm gonna read that book 3 times. I'm gonna read it just to read it. I'm gonna read it to mark. The only thing I'll do is probably theorize and write down my thoughts and opinions on things. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is like mark my favorite things about it. And then the third time I'm gonna read it is gonna be like to remember everything that fucking happened and shit. And I'm gonna write it all down, make notes about it. And it's gonna be a big page script, and I'm gonna just talk about every little thing that happens in that book. And it's gonna be awesome. So hopefully you guys are excited for books on the channel. Next, I said it was gonna be Apple Black. By, I'm just gonna say white manga. It's not mangoes, made in America by a black person. It doesn't matter. I have plenty of other manga I can show you. If I have a bunch of manga in a complete series, then I'll review it and read it and stuff, alright? Some random guy popped in my stream one time and just gave me a website to 1 trillion different fucking catalogs of manga and shit. And light novels too, so I have a lot I can go through, alright? So yeah, I want to read that and review it. I want to get the next, I think there's 2 more books in it, so I won't do it until I get all 5 books. I think 5 are out. I won't do it until all 5 books are out, so yes, that's that. Brando Sando, you know, I want to read him, but I'm not going to review all his books because I don't know if I'm going to be able to buy all his books, okay? But I'm going to read that just so I can see another great author at work, right? And then the Erisine Chronicles. By, what's her name? Jude Matulik Hall. Very excited to read this. It's a smaller book, but it says book 1, so that means there's more. So definitely want to give it a shot. Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I'm going to read this and review it because it's literally my favorite book ever. And last but not least, H.P. Lovecraft. Complete edition, okay? So, I'm going to read those. Basically the soonest. The 4 books I mentioned that aren't Earthsea and Apple Black are literally right next to me all the time, so I'm gonna read them. And then Earthsea I'm gonna read soonest because it's the largest to get through. And Lovecraft I'm gonna read eventually for sure. So in terms of books and reviews for manga, those are gonna be the first ones I'm gonna do. And hopefully you guys watch those because I'm very excited to do it. I have the sticky note tabs. I got some staples. So like Earthsea is gonna get tabulated like crazy, and you know, I'm gonna formulate my thoughts and my opinions and series in a nice, clear, concise way for people to be like, oh, okay, wow, he really, you know, worked hard on this review. And I don't really show you my writing or my book collection and stuff, unless something that pops up that I really want to show you. I'm looking at it right now. If nothing pops up that I need to show you, I don't need to show you. This is, here quickly, this is a Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway. I've heard this name of the author before, so I know it's a good author. It's just that I was given this book by a friend from work, and then I didn't give it back to my work, so I technically stole from my job, but it doesn't matter. So Farewell to Arms, I'll read this very soon because it's actually a short book. So Farewell to Arms by Ernest Hemingway. Obviously, it's a name that I've heard plenty of times before, so I know it's a good author. I'll read that soon. And I'm looking for another book that's basically the same kind of subgenre that I plan on reading soon. Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. I have this I can read right now. Neil Gaiman. I've heard great things about Neil Gaiman. He has a lot of different franchises and series. The Graveyard Book. I'll read this because it looks short. And I don't know what the genre is. I don't think it's purely fantasy. I don't even remember where I bought it, but I have it. So Neil Gaiman, The Graveyard Book. I don't think it's fantasy. I don't think it's horror either, but we'll see. I'm excited to read that. And then in relation to Farewell to Arms, I had 1984 by George Orwell. I plan on reading this very, very soon. One of my mates from on the boats recommended me to read this, and I'm probably gonna read this as soon as after Earthsea, if not before Earthsea. Honestly, I'm probably gonna read this and Farewell to Arms before Earthsea. I might review both of them. I might review neither of them, but I plan on reading Farewell to Arms and 1984. I heard nothing but good stuff about both these books. I think they're relevant right now, so I'm gonna read 1984 as well. I think that's the only other books I need to show you. Because everything else is like not randomly collected over time. But I got One Piece and stuff, but I don't have the entire collection of One Piece, so I don't need to show that. And real quick, I can show these. I think this is the complete collection of the books that this guy gave me. George McGahey. I think it goes across the ridgeline, then back across the ridgeline, and then going home across the ridgeline. So it's a trilogy of small books that he made. I met him, I think, at a Comic-Con, and I think he gave me all these books for free. But maybe I paid for them. I think I got them all for a very small price, and I haven't read them yet, but he gave them to me. So I plan on doing that. So Across the Ridgeline, I'll read these two and review them for sure. Across the Ridgeline by George McGahey. Or McGahey? Probably McGahey. So yeah, Across the Ridgeline. I'll read this trilogy as well. Because I have a lot of books here just collecting dust and stuff. But I want to read them. I just need to read them. And it makes sense for me not to have read them by now. Because I've had them for such a long time. But I will read them, and I will give reviews on them. I have plenty other books as well that I plan on reading. I just need to start reading. Okay? So I'll put these back because I'm done showing them off now. I have plenty of other books to show you, but I won't show off all the books until I do my room tour. So if this video gets 5 likes, I'll do a room tour, okay? I might have said 3 already, but we're rating up to 5. Alright, this is a long video, and I might or may not edit it. I might do both, but we'll see. So yes, I know in terms of manga, I didn't show you any actual manga, but like I said, I will collect manga. I have manga to show you. It's just that if there's not the complete series or a bunch of it in a row, then I probably won't review it. I have plans on what I'm going to buy in the near future though, so don't sweat. I visit Barnes & Nobles frequently. My birthday's coming up, so I will be spending money at Barnes & Nobles. Because I do love buying at Barnes & Nobles. I remember there. Oh no, Jupiter! I didn't mean to drop you. My girl, my baby, my wife, my daughter, my queen. Sorry, I knocked her over while putting each letter back where it belongs. Oh crap! Nothing else though, just Jupiter. And she didn't lose anything. She didn't lose any hands or feet. She's my baby. She's a strong girl. My favorite Sailor Scout. I can't believe she's gone first, man. I can't believe it. Why is my favorite Sailor Scout gone first? Not that I want anyone else to go, but why my favorite one? Rest in peace to her, bro. Jupiter. And Togashi drew that picture of her, bro. I almost cried, but thank you, Togashi. That's how you know he's a good husband, because he literally cares about his wife, bro. And her friends. Togashi go, bro. Don't fuck with Togashi go. I don't want to hear anyone say anything about Togashi go. I don't want anyone to say anything ever about Togashi go. Okay, let me see if I can do this without fucking you up again. Lovecraft is big, so. Oh my god, I did it twice. Alright, Jupiter. 1 second. I'll save you in a second. I have to put these books back. I'm sorry, Jupiter. You don't deserve to keep going, but I did that twice. That's not fair to you. But once again, you're strong. You did not break apart. I did not lose a finger. Did not lose a hand. My girl Jupiter. Fucking Jupiter, bro. Green, lightning type, big boobs. Fucking. She was designed for me, bro. I swear to God, she was born in February, bro. Like, I know Naomi Takeuchi, is that her name? The author of Sailor Moon. She knows her birthdays, bro. Jupiter's an Aquarius just like me. That's why she's my favorite. And she's green, which is my favorite color, and she's like mine. Alright, am I gonna put Ursi back up there? I honestly don't think so. I think I'll keep Ursi kind of closer to me, because I'm gonna read that first soonest. So I'll keep Ursi right beside me. And I'll put Apple Black back, because I'm not probably gonna read Apple Black until I get the second 2 books. I just want to show you guys that I have Apple Black, because I plan on reading it. I followed White Manga for a long time now, and I know he's still going to work, but consistently enough, I keep hearing the, it's good, but it's not amazing. And not to call it means or anything, but there's a particular critic out there on YouTube that I kind of follow. I don't subscribe to him, but I follow him enough to see his opinion about things. He loves to shout my boy White Manga, and I plan on supporting him by buying his books when they come out. And I really need to have a back up there, but I guess it's okay for him to read it, because I plan on buying another couple books that go in this section. That would be better in this section than Apple Black. So Apple Black can go there for now. It'll be easy for me to get. And then I plan on buying a couple more books here. Alright, real quick. I have a bunch of 100 downloads. I have 1 through 7, and I have 32. I don't remember if I bought them at Barnes & Noble just randomly, while working channel, but I mainly bought 32 that I saw somewhere. But I'm looking for 100, 108, and 9 and 10, honestly. Now, I'll probably stop collecting 100 after that, but I love 100, so I want to get as many of those as possible. If I can, I will. I know Barnes & Noble has 8, I think. It was gone for a second, but I think it's back. So I'm going to get 108. And there's one more book I want to buy that I'm not going to say out loud. And then I want to get, at the very Barnes & Nobles I frequent a lot, they have Chain Soldier 1 through 9 that I plan on buying and reviewing. If I get a lot of it, I will. Maybe I haven't already read or watched it. Chain Soldier 1 through 9. You Love Me, Not My Daughter 1 through 5 is there. They have certain, is it Magical Index? I think it's Index, right? Yeah, it's a certain Magical Index. They have New Testament 3, which I only have 1 and 2. I thought I had 3, but I only have 1 and 2. They have New Testament 3, which I plan on buying real soon. And they have Plus Size Elf, which I have 1 of. So I plan on getting that too. And also I have High School of the Dead in color. I plan on getting the second one of that. I think I saw Barnes & Noble, but it might be gone. I'll look again. I was there earlier, but I didn't look at the manga section. I wasn't looking. I just spent a lot of time there. I was looking for bookmarks and stuff, so I wasn't looking at all the books and stuff. that's my book review section. Small, but it's gonna be loaded with a lot of stuff I plan on actually doing. Starting with Earthsea, okay? It doesn't look organized over there now because I moved a lot of shit out. But I'll fill up the space hopefully within the next month when I buy more books in Manga. So yeah. Like I said, I'll show you. I'll do my room tour. Once again, if this video gets 5 likes after my birthday, when I plan on buying more manga books, so I can fill up that corner again, because it's lopsided tilted now, because I moved Earthsea and Apple Black around. It's tilted now, so it's not that great. But I'll do it after my birthday and if this video gets 5 likes. So that's my book reviews, okay? Earthsea is gonna be heavily annotated. Apple Black, I need to get 2 more books. And buy volume 4 and 5 before I review. Brand New Sando, I'm just gonna get into. Arasame, I'm gonna read and review. Great Expectations, read and review. Lovecraft, Farewell to Arms, 1984. Neil Gaiman's Graveyard Book. I heard a lot of great things about Neil Gaiman, so I'll just read him and his franchises and stories. And Across the Ridgeline Trilogy by George McGahey. Earthsea's gonna be first for sure, so I really want to read Earthsea, but everything else after that will be that. So don't expect frequent updates of the reviews unless I put it into video format and slowly start to talk about it. But don't expect a review for a while, because I'm gonna read Earthsea first, and then I'm gonna annotate it, and then I'm gonna annotate it again, basically, and write everything that I thought was interesting down. Okay. So yeah, that's the books and manga review. I know I didn't talk about a ton of manga, but I do plan on reviewing manga like the one I just said. Chain Soldier, Railgun, all that shit. And I have a literal web page tabbed open that has a ton of shit on it that I can look at anytime, and I just need to do so. So that's books and manga. The next thing I kind of want to talk about is real quickly music reviews. That's gonna be the next main thing I want to talk about on this channel. Let's see, what's a good song to talk about music to? It's not gonna be a long one. Music reviews and reactions. This isn't gonna be a long section. I just want to talk about me wanting to do it. So basically, what I want to do is I buy a second headphone monitor, or yeah, a monitor, headphones. Buy a second pair of headphones and Bluetooth them to my PC so that me and another person can do music reviews and reactions. I have an entire haul of vinyls and CDs I can show you. I'm not pulling it out because it'll take a lot of work. I'm not showing you it because there's a ton of it, but I could show you. If this video gets 5 likes, I'll do everything I said so far. Book reviews, room tour, music collection, alright? 5 likes, okay? But basically, I need to buy a second pair of headphones so we can do that on Spotify and shit, right? For all the music that I like, all the music that, you know, whoever does those likes, and all of it. So I plan on doing that. Hopefully this year, okay? I just need to buy a second pair of headphones and link them to this PC. This one is linked via a Bluetooth chip to the back of it. And I might be able to do a second one, but I'll have to pull it out and look at the cords probably, and the cords are all zip tied together, so I really don't want to do it. So maybe I can do it via the front. We'll see. I have 3 USB chips in the front. I just need USB ports in the front. I just need to, you know, sacrifice one of them and use it. Not the Wi-Fi one, not the microphone, but I have a third one that is used for it. So it might be that one, but yeah. So second pair of headphones to Bluetooth to the PC, and then I can do music reviews. I want to do that because I listen to a lot of artists. I won't announce them now. I want to kind of be a surprise, but that will happen one day for sure. I need to get another pair of headphones. Okay. So that's gonna be a short section because, like I said, I'm not talking about the music. I wanted to do, and I'm not gonna show you my collection until this video gets 5 likes. Okay? I think the last thing I need to talk about is writing, gaming, books and manga reviews, music reviews and reactions. The last thing we're gonna talk about is writing. Okay. Right. Alright. I chose Whiteland for the music. For, yeah, the music. But, Fall Heights. Moon Trip Raw. You know what? No, we'll stick with the theme. I'm pretty. Oh shit. Oh yeah, I should be done. So I'm pretty sure Zelda will be the most related to what I plan on telling you guys about. I just need to find Legend of Zelda Melodies at Ocarina of Time. All right. Nope, that's not it. Ocarina of Time Melody. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about writing and drawing. And art. Because this is going to be a loaded section, straight up. And, I have a lot I need to talk to you guys about. If you've been following this channel for a while, you would have heard me said, any point during Tower Fantasy, or Zelda, that I've been writing, drawing, whatever. No one cares, okay? But it's true. I've been writing a book, and I am about 90% through my rough draft. Okay, I'm getting very close to finishing it, and my plan is for it to be done by the end of the year. Or be done soon, so I can spend the rest of the year editing it and basically getting it ready for release. Okay. So finally, let me show you about the book I've been writing and what I plan on doing with it. So first, let me scroll to the top and tell you guys what it is. This book is called World Guardian. I actually don't have a title in the script because the way I'm writing this is like a script. It's gonna be a book that you can read, hopefully, but I'm writing like a script. Now, I'm a psychopath, and I can't just write paragraphs of like he said, she said, and description. I have to break down what every character is saying, when they're saying it, and I need to describe what is being seen or heard or happening. You can go. When it happens. And then when it happens, the characters react to it. Literally look at and read what they say. Just for a quick example, let me just scroll down an animated bit. And just like this. I have an asterisk, something is happening. Someone is talking, they might have a reaction, they say what they're saying. Something responds, they say something again. This is how I write. It's like a game script, like a JRPG or a visual novel. I could, if I tried, write like an essay paragraph. In fact, I could. I do it. There are paragraphs of text. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, literally, I can't do it. It's just that I physically cannot type in text massive lengths of paragraphs, break them up into smaller sections or whatever, and make them more seamless, like Harry Potter and Ursula K. Le Guin can probably do, okay? It's possible, but I don't feel like doing it. The way I'm writing, what I'm writing, what I'm trying, the story I'm trying to tell, not that it can't be done that way, but it's literally, I plan on Um, I plan on translating it in Japanese, probably other languages maybe, but mostly just Japanese and English. And I'm planning on translating it directly into a manga. All right. This isn't me announcing the manga. I'm saying I plan on this is supposed to be a manga. And to prove it, not that I have drawings or anything. I mean, I do. Not that they're sick manga drawings. It's just that I draw, and like the characters all exist in manga form. They're not real. They're not real looking characters. They don't have facial features and shit that, like, you know, oh, he looks like Tom Holland or Leonardo DiCaprio. Like, no, bro. I'm literally drawing them to look like manga characters, bro. Okay? And that's because, one, I love manga and anime. Secondly, and that's because I literally, not that I can't draw in any style. I mean, I haven't tried to draw in any style, but literally, like, I only plan on making an anime or manga. Live action, maybe, but that's not gonna be physically possible with what I plan on doing with the story, okay? Now, I'm not showing off my art, but look at my art, look at my art. I'm just saying, like, look, this is a action, adventure, comedy, fantasy series that's anime inspired. It has anime tropes and themes, and it reads like an anime. It's gonna read like a manga. It's gonna read like you're reading a cartoon, okay? Now, this isn't because I'm not a professional writer. I mean, yeah, I'm not a professional writer. And this isn't because I'm a hack or I can't write a serious storybook or anything like that. It's because this is the story I want to tell. This is not something like, oh, look, hey guys, he wasn't bringing no Sando. Like, no, I didn't say that. I said, like, the book I'm trying to write is that. It's not like, it's not the Lord of the Rings, bro. Like, I'm just saying, it's gonna be this, okay? So, getting back into it, the story is called World Guardian, right? And, let me see if I can go back to where I am. First of all, if you guys can see the word count on this shit so far, this just says 327,129 words so far, and 765 out of 810 pages. Now, that's not a flex of how many words I can write. No, the way I'm literally typing this, and this is another example of the paragraphs of text that I have, and then the character script and them talking. Okay, this is the entire book. It's not like, oh, he only does for some scenes. No, this is the entire book, because like I said, it's supposedly written and read like it's a manga. Okay, so like okay, how do I begin this? Maybe I should tell you not what it's about, because I'll do it in a separate video, because I plan on doing so. What I plan on doing here is I'm trying to find where I left off, because I'm in the middle of writing an important scene. look at Luigi dance to this. It's kind of funny. Let me see, where is this? Alright. Writing, drawing, and art. This is the perfect song to talk about this too, because, like, literally, this book takes place in the forest for like half of it, or maybe 2/3 of it takes place in the forest at this point. Alright. So, like I said, the book is called World Guardian. The book I'm writing is called World Guardian, okay? It is book 1 of what I'm projecting to be Now let me break this down. Okay, this is gonna be a long franchise I'm writing. It's not gonna be book 1 out of 5 or book 1 out of 15. This is gonna be a long franchise. It might take way more than 15 books. Okay, this is book 1 out of a projective. Five. That's 5 books. Okay? What I'm currently writing is book 1 out of projected 5. Now, this is because the way I'm writing, let me tell you now. Okay, I want to talk about my inspirations, but I also want to show it to another video. But I'll tell it really quickly now. My inspirations for this book obviously is anime. So let me tell you about the genre. Alright, the genre. Action, adventure, comedy, fantasy, sci-fi elements. It's not fully sci-fi, like we're not in space, but there's sci-fi elements like technology. Sci-fi elements like technology. In fantasy, swords and magic, right? So like I said, action, adventure, comedy, fantasy with swords and magic, sci-fi elements with technology and science. And let's see, what are the other genres? Without delving too much into it, slow burn romances. I'm just naming shit off. Don't worry about like, oh, it's a romance. Like, no, slow burn romances. Romance kind of like relationship building. Like they're already established relationships and they're, relationships building, right? Relationship building like a JRPG. It's not a light novel. It's not a lit RPG. Not a light novel. Not in any sense. Obviously, by the word count I just showed you, not a lit RPG. Not that there's anything wrong with these books, but this book is too big to be a light novel, and I'm not incorporating a ton of numbers in it like a lit RPG does. Okay, a lit RPG will literally stop the fucking plot or whatever's happening to tell you how much experience points the character gains, and within you learn a new attack and how much attack that does. The information surrounding it. This has game-like elements to it, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, this character wanna fight, he just gained 15 experience points, now he leveled up, here's his stat line. No. It's a progression fantasy, actually. That's really the word I'm looking for. It's a progression fantasy. So basically, the characters get stronger over the course of the story. It's a progression fantasy, okay? So throughout this book, book 1, the characters are getting stronger. Now, it's not massive increases of strength throughout the book. It's just like, look, the characters that survived the situation, they got stronger by surviving that situation. In the next book, they're gonna be stronger based on doing that. So after 5 books, they're gonna be at their peak for the finale, okay? And without getting into more of it, there's gonna be more than 5 books after the original 5, okay? I'm not gonna spoil anything or talk about it a lot, but the 5 books are just part of the first saga. Okay? The series is called World Guardian, and the book series I'm writing is called World Guardian. What I'm writing now is book 1 out of 5 projected books in this current saga. And there are planned to be many more books after those, okay? I'm not gonna give us all like it's gonna be a 15-book series or a 30-book series. No, it's just gonna be as long as it takes to finish. Because let me talk about the inspirations. We talk about the genres. Action, because it's gonna be action fight scenes, right? Adventure is a big adventure. Comedy, because it's gonna be funny moments. Fantasy with swords and magic and fairies and shit. Sci-fi elements like technology and science. And I can break into this a little more. Slow burn romances relationship building like a JRPG. So the characters don't immediately fall in love with each other. The characters are in love with each other. We watch their relationship develop and flourish. And it's not a light novel because it's not short. It's not a lit RPG because there aren't any numbers. It's not number heavy. It is a progressive fantasy where each character gets stronger or more important over time, okay? So without breaking into each and every little point here, this is the genre, okay? Now let's talk about the inspirations. Obviously, I'm a fan of anime, as I've showed you guys so far, my collection of stuff so far, and the games I've playing. I'm a major fan of anime. And I'm inspired by other things too, like, you know, movies and cartoons and other books, but the major inspiration is anime. So for World Guardian, the book I'm writing, what I plan on flat out saying the inspirations in the book I'm typing, but right now I'll just tell you. My major inspirations are One Piece, because like I said, this is my #1 favorite anime. It's my favorite of the big three. It's my favorite of all time. One Piece. One Piece is 1,000,000,000% my absolute favorite anime. And so if that tells you anything, what this book is inspired by, it's gonna be a long journey. 5 books for this current saga. I don't know if you know what that means, but a saga is normally multiple arcs that lead up to one big event, or it's one event consisting of multiple smaller arcs. Like in One Piece, it's the East Blue Saga, because there's Fat Alvida, Buggy the Clown, Captain Kuro, Don Krieg, and Arlong. That's the East Blue Saga. In World Guardian, there are 5 books. There are 3 major adventures, 1 training arc, and then the finale. Okay? And then there's more after that. So One Piece didn't just end at the East Blue. After Luffy beat Arlong, he didn't just sail off into the sunset, that was the end of the manga. No. He went up Reverse Mountain, then went down to the Grand Line. That's gonna be World Guardian. Okay? Not the same plot, but that's the story structure I'm inspiring from. So along with One Piece, my other inspirations are, I'm just gonna basically name them all out. Fairy Tail, because I love Fairy Tail, I love Raid Master, and I also love Eden Zero. I love all of Hiro Mashima's work. I haven't read all of Raid Master, I plan to, and I haven't read or watched all of Eden Zero, I plan to, and I haven't read or watched all of Fairy Tail, but I plan to. Okay? So there's that. Let's see what we got here. Listen to the music now. One Piece by Ichiro Oda. Right? Fairy Tail Raid Master Eden Zero by Hiro Mashima. Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter by Yoshihiro Togashigo. Right? Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter by Yoshihiro Togashigo. A certain magical index, and a certain scientific railgun. I do not remember the author's name off the top of my head. I can look up one of the books right now and see it, but I'm not going to bother doing it. But regardless, Railgun and Index are one of my favorite animes ever, especially Railgun. Makoto Risuka's my girl, and Index is the original, story, but I love fucking Railgun. Alright? Let's see, what other of my anime inspirations? I'm not gonna list them all, but these are the major ones. One Piece, Fairy Tail, Raid Master, Eden Zero, Yu Yu Hakusho, Hunter x Hunter, Index, Railgun. I think there's a couple more I could list, but I don't think it's that important. Thinking. What are my other favorite animes? Oh. I said this trillions of times. I love Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica. Magi. The Labyrinth of Magic. And not listening to them, I also love Death Note, Code Geass. I also a lot of mainstream stuff. There's ones I plan on watching, like I haven't watched Chainsaw Man, I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, there's a lot of what I plan on watching, but these are the ones I watched that I'm inspired by. Love Rurouni Kenshin, love Trigun. You know what I'm talking about? So like a lot of animes inspired me, but these are the ones that really inspired this one. Like, you know, Madoka Magica inspired me, the Magic inspired me for sure, but it's these ones right here that really inspired World Guardian that I'm writing, okay? So let me quickly break down, because I'm not gonna keep listing more animes. I'll move on to like cartoons and movies next and shit. Actually, I should probably do that now, because if I break down what part of each of these stories that inspired this book contain, it'll be longer than necessary. So let's quickly go into cartoons. I'm not gonna sit here and say Avatar: The Last Airbender is my favorite cartoon, but it was a good cartoon that came out that inspired a lot of people, and it inspired me as well. I haven't fully watched Korra yet. I plan to, but I haven't done it yet. Avatar: The Last Airbender came out when I was young, and at first I kind of wrote it off as fake anime, but I watched it and I like it. Alright, so it counts as something that inspires me. Last Airbender, Static Shock is my favorite fucking black superhero, aside from Black Green Lantern. Hal Jordan? No, it's not Hal Jordan. I think it's John Stewart. I don't know. The Black Green Lantern from the original DC Justice League animated, right? I'm just gonna take my Black Green Lantern. Like, that's one of my favorite characters in DC. Black Green Lantern and shit. Alright, I don't remember his name because I'm a tourist and they don't fucking care about DC. But regardless, love the Black Green Lantern, Static Shock, one of my favorite cartoons, Batman Beyond. Really thinking here. Obviously, I watched SpongeBob and shit. What else do I watch? I'm thinking like, hey, Nickelodeon, SpongeBob, Fairly Parents. Really trying to think here. Jimmy Neutron, Tough Puppy. I grew up in '97, so I missed out a lot of early stuff. Invader Zim, right? The weirdness of Invader Zim. I watched Invader Zim, Rocket Power. You know what I'm talking about? Let's see, I'm really thinking here. Airbender, Invader Zim, like, you know, shows from Nickelodeon that really inspired me, and like DC characters I can get into. I'm really trying to think of like, you know, Nickelodeon shows that directly inspired. It's like obviously SpongeBob, part of the comedy, right? I love SpongeBob. I'm gonna write it down here. You know, but the shows I watched as a cartoon as a kid, definitely. And then like in terms of like, you know, let's move on to like DC superheroes real quick. Static Shock, Batman Beyond is my favorite version of Batman. I love the Flash. He's my other favorite DC hero. And you know, Jason Momoa's Aquaman is amazing. The second one wasn't as good as the first one, but it was still pretty good. Wonder Woman, I like Wonder Woman, that movie. The second one wasn't as good. I didn't watch the Flash movie because fuck that actor, but I love the CW Flash. Let me, yeah, the CW Flash, not the fucking any other Flash. The CW Flash, he was awesome. Okay. Batman trilogy by Christopher Nolan. And Christian Bale. Before I move on to Marvel, I'm trying to think of all the DC stuff I watched. Man of Steel, Henry Cavill, right? And this isn't me nerding out about DC. I'm gonna move on very soon and shit, but I'm trying to think of anything I like from DC. And most importantly, Power Girl, okay? and Black Cat. Black Cat and Power Girl. I'm gonna put them together in the same. Well, okay, Black Cat's part of Marvel, but Power Girl and Black Cat, and then we'll put them into Marvel. Okay? I've never been a Catwoman fan. I don't like Catwoman's design. I think Black Cat is clear, sir. Okay, so real quickly, now we're moving into Marvel. Marvel, Spider-Man, right? The X-Men. Not that I love all the X-Men, but I like the X-Men. Iron Man. Definitely. Really trying to think of more Marvel characters and stuff. Like Marvel Rivals just came out, a lot of those characters are fucking sick and shit. I want to read Magic and shit. I want to look at Psylocke's ass more. Like literally, I'll type it right here, Psylocke's ass in Marvel Rivals. In Marvel Rivals, right? In Miss Fantastic just dropped, you know, every character in Marvel Rivals. They made every character in Marvel Rivals looks amazing. Every character in Marvel Rivals. I haven't played it yet, but I watched the stream a lot. I watched the only 10 to 10 and play that shit every day, basically. Every character in Marvel Rivals. And while we're on the subject, let's quickly talk about Marvel vs. Capcom again. Because Marvel vs. Capcom is one of my favorite games growing up in high school. Marvel versus Capcom 2. You guys know my team. Captain Commando. Ruby Heart. I already said Iron Man, Ryu, Ken. These are characters I can play on the PS3. Ryu, Ken, Akuma, Zangief. Chun-Li. You know what I'm talking about? Who else? Armika. Right? I'm trying to think of like, all the Street Fighter characters I actually like and shit. Captain Commando, Ruby Heart, Marvel's Captain 2 characters, Sansan. I'm trying to think of all the characters I actually can play, but I can't play because my controller is fucking crazy. Do I need to open up the Marvel's Captain 2 library just to look at the damn characters and shit? But you know what I'm talking about? Captain Commando. These characters and stuff, right? Who else can I move on from? Do we go to Disney now? Because you did Marvel. Let's go to Disney. I love Disney. Aladdin. My favorite Disney movie is Aladdin. Hercules, right? I love The Lion King. Not gonna write it down because it's not my true favorite, but I do love it. Aladdin, Hercules, Treasure fucking Planet, right? Atlantis, right? You remember these movies? Treasure Planet, Atlantis, bro? What else? I know it's Pixar, but The Incredibles, right? Love that movie. Let's see. Trying to think of more. Toy Story, obviously. Especially Toy Story 2. Actually, high key, Toy Story 2 is my favorite one. Toy Story 2 is my favorite one. Thinking. Trying to think more Disney shit. Alice in Wonderland, right? And think about Kingdom Hearts levels and shit now. Alice in Wonderland, Tarzan, fuck with Tarzan. What else am I thinking about? Alice in Wonderland, Tarzan, Olympus Coliseum. I'm trying to think of the first few levels of Kingdom Hearts. Mulan, right? Kingdom Hearts 2. I want to say Pirates of the Caribbean. I haven't seen all the movies yet, though. I don't necessarily say I like Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never really watched those movies. Same for Pinocchio. Same for Beauty and the Beast. Like, obviously, the Beast is awesome, but I haven't really watched Beauty and the Beast. You know? But that's Disney and shit, right? So we talked about Nickelodeon cartoons without listing them all. Avatar: Last Airbender, obviously, there's them. DC characters, Stats Talk, Black Green Lantern, Batman Beyond, the CW's Flash, you know, Marvel's Capcom and shit. And I'll break this down probably in another video for writing and inspirations and stuff. But you know, let's see. That's Disney. What's next? Either Nickelodeon, Disney, Marvel, DC, Cartoon Network. I mean, what was my Cartoon Network going up and shit? Camp Lazlo. Fucking, that's my favorite. Chowder, Flapjack, Adventure Time, definitely. Adventure Time inspires heavily. Adventure Time. I watched Steven Universe. I haven't watched Steven Universe Future, and I don't think I will. Gravity Falls. Rick and Morty, right? Crazy shit inspires this book and stuff, right? I'm really trying to think here. Adventure Time, Flapjack, Chowder, Camp Lazlo, Conan Kids Next Door, you know, Pokemon, Beyblade, Yu-Gi-Oh, right? All these games and stuff. Bakugan, that one show, what was it called? It was on Nickelodeon. Monsuno, I wish that shit popped off. Duel Masters, right? Card games. What else am I thinking about? I guess that's basically it. Let's see, we did Marvel and DC, then Nickelodeon, Disney, and Cartoon Network. We did anime. I think we can move on to probably video games and stuff. You know, we did talk about a lot of games. Let's talk about games and stuff. This book is 100% inspired by The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. That's why we're listening to it right now. The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. This game is so heavily inspired by Zelda as a whole, but definitely Ocarina of Time. Like everything about the series itself, you know, everything, you know. The whole series as a whole, right? What other games? Dragon Quest. Love Dragon Quest. Every game I love and play is inspired by this, bro. Dragon Quest. I like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy definitely inspires us too, but I don't play Final Fantasy, so I can't write it down. Pokemon, Yokai Watch. Definitely Yokai Watch, but like, you know, not the main inspiration, but I love Yokai Watch. What else, bro? Games I actually played and shit, bro. Stellar Blade, or no, Stellar, I haven't played Stellar Blade yet, but Stellar Glow on the 3DS, if you know, you know. I want to say Persona, but I haven't played Persona games, but I have played Atlas games before. Dragon Quest, Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild. What else we got? One Piece games, Dragon Quest games. You know, Tales of Symphonia. That's a big one. Tales of Symphonia. Let's put video games and books together. Books I read as a kid. Great Expectations. The Tale of Despero. If you read that, you know what I'm talking about. The Chronicles of Narnia. The Bridge to Terabithia. If you know what that shit is, then you fucking know. The Bridge to Terabithia. The Bridge to Terabithia. Fucking amazing. What else am I thinking out here? The Bridge to Terabithia. Chronicles of Narnia. The Lord of the Rings, obviously. Right? Really trying to think about more games and books that this is inspired.